Today, cancer patients in India will have access to life-saving, cheaper drugs. That's after the Supreme Court dismissed the claim of Swiss pharma major Novartis to patent its cancer drug in India, where they also wanted to stop Indian companies from making cheaper generic ones. The pharma giant lost a 7-year legal battle today, one that's being described as a major victory for Indian companies and, of course, a lifeline for those suffering from cancer.
It would be beneficial for middle-class people to afford that medicines in future.
Battling blood cancer, Michael D'Souza's medicine cost will not go up 4 times, thanks to the Supreme Court's judgment.
I say it's the absolutely best thing whatever they have done.
The Supreme Court dismissed a plea by Swiss pharma giant Novartis AG, which attempted to restrain Indian companies from making copies of its drug Glivec. The court said Glivec in its latest avatar was not very different from the previous one. The court's verdict simply means Indian companies can continue to make cheaper copies of expensive Western drugs.
This is a landmark judgment by the country's top court and will benefit the poor. This verdict will ensure poor patients like Michael D'Souza that their medical care remains within their reach.
Affordable medicines, not just for Indians, but for patients in developing countries like Thailand, Brazil and Sub-Saharan Africa.
8 million people living with HIV, on 80% of them are on Indian-made generics. So for our patients and for those 8 million people, it's a very big win.
Novartis' stocks fell sharply and the company questioned investment in research in India.
We are disappointed with the decision of the Honorable Court. We will continue with our investments in India, even though cautiously.
In court, Novartis said Glivec is patented in 40 countries, also arguing that 85% of patients are treated free under its scheme. The landmark verdict may have set a new benchmark on how drug patents are handled in India, but many say a middle ground needs to be found between cheap drugs and good, solid research. With Vaidyanathan in New Delhi, in Mumbai, Miloni Bhatt for NDTV.